anything can be turned into a hospital. On Monday, we saw the majestic USNS Comfort steam into New York Harbor, a ship that is entirely a hospital. On Tuesday, it was the Billie Jean King Tennis Center in Queens that we're now converting to a 350-bed hospital to protect New Yorkers and save lives. And this is just the beginning. There'll be so many more places all over the city that will be turned into hospitals in this crisis to protect you and your family and your fellow New Yorkers. I gotta tell you, we will do this building by building, bed by bed. This is what we have to do. And I know it's a tough time. I know it's a painful time. I know we're mourning those that we've lost. But I remind you that New Yorkers can meet any challenge. That's who we are. New Yorkers are tough. New Yorkers are resilient. We know how to fight back, and we know how to get things done. Thank you, everyone who's sending in questions. Use hashtag #AskMyMayor, and remember to include your neighborhood and your borough. So Tony from Queens, he asked this question: when will unemployment insurance be open to gig workers and freelancers? Some of us have been laid off for weeks now, out of work for weeks. Will it take months or will it take weeks to set up? He's really worried that he's not going to get the money he needs in time. Well, Tony, here's the answer. I am concerned, just like all New Yorkers, about you and all working people who are left out in the cold by this crisis. The good news is the new federal law on top of traditional unemployment mean that there really is help for gig workers. And it means that someone who was a contractor also is eligible for help. So what you do is go to nyc.gov/getbenefits, and you can get the information on how to apply immediately. The State Labor Department is getting a huge number of applications, so it may be swamped when you try and reach them. Don't give up. Keep going back until you can get your application in. And remember, the benefits, and this is important, the benefits will be retroactive, and they've been extended 13 extra weeks. So it will really help you and your family. Okay, Chi Yin from Queens asks a really important question. He says, if a person tests positive and lives in an apartment complex, are neighbors notified and is the building sanitized? Ever since we started experiencing community spread of the coronavirus, let's face it, cases are showing up all over this city. I've been real honest that over half of New Yorkers are likely to be infected. Thank God the vast, vast majority will only experience mildly this disease. But what it means is, no, it's not possible to notify people. I understand the question, I understand the instinct, but it's not going to be possible in truth. But what we do want to see is that building owners take very seriously how important it is to sanitize their buildings all the time, not just because someone tested positive in their building, all the time. That's the guidance we have sent to landlords and building owners, to constantly clean your building. It is in the interest of all New Yorkers. It will help us stop the spread. And I want you to know, at the Housing Authority, and they've been through a lot, but the Housing Authority is sanitizing all of their buildings 3 times a week. So if they can do it, I know private landlords can do it as well, and we need you to. Finally, we got a question from Christine in Manhattan. She says, how do I report someone who's encouraging groups of people to play team sports when it shouldn't be happening during social distancing? Christine, I really appreciate this question because for weeks now, I've been saying, and the governor's been saying, no team sports anymore. We don't like having to say it, but it's the truth. We've got to have social distancing. So team sports are just not acceptable until we get through this crisis. Here's what everyone can do. If you see a group of people playing a team sport, I want you to call 311 right away. What's going to happen is the NYPD or Parks Enforcement, whoever's there, will come over and say, hey guys, break this up right now. If they break it up, no one has to get a penalty. But if folks are out there playing a team sport after all these warnings and they refuse to break up, then NYPD is authorized to give them fines. And that means $250 per person or more. So it's real money, and we mean it. Stop team sports, unfortunately. We love them, but that is not social distancing. Team sports nowadays means you might be spreading the coronavirus to one of the people you're playing with, and that's just not fair to anyone. So everybody, think of it this way. Social distancing saves lives. And if you see people who aren't, call 311 and you'll be saving lives too. We need you to do that. Everyone, thank you so much. These questions are fantastic. Keep them coming. I'll keep giving you answers, and we're going to get through this for sure together. Thank you.